Hey troops, how are you today? What a wonderful day it is today. Let's read chapter 14. This is a short chapter on how telecosmic power can bring you vital good health and youthful energy. This is by Anthony Norvell from his book, Universal Secrets of Telecosmic Power. So let's go. Get my glasses on. You can use telecosmic power to bring you vital good health, a long life, and youthful energy. We are experiencing more sickness today in America than in any other period of history, despite the fact that this is the most advanced age of all time. I would say even more so in 2023. No matter what form of sickness afflicts you, there is no sure cure, and that is through the agency that made you sick in the first place, your subconscious mind. Telecosmic power can be used to program your subconscious mind with the image of a perfect, healthy body. Science now says that we can stop the aging process of the body and even cure many formerly incurable diseases through control of the higher mind centers by a process used in the laboratories to heal sickness known as alpha meditation. There's so many methods now. We program ourselves to believe we must suffer from asthma and allergies. We believe that arthritis is something that can strike at anyone. We are programmed to believe that millions will die this year and every year from high blood pressure, heart trouble, cancer, and other dreadful diseases. So why not use telecosmic power to program good health? Instead of programming all these disasters and the belief that man must die at 70, why not use telecosmic power to program your subconscious mind with the thought that you can be healthy and live to be 100 years or more? Scientists in the laboratory today are performing seeming miracles through the control of the brainwaves. The patient sits quietly and thinks in certain wavelengths called alpha, theta, beta, and delta, and the blood pressure miraculously goes down to normal. The heart begins to beat faster or slower, depending on the person's need. A certain mental programming is brought about, which shrinks tumors, removes warts from the body, directs the thyroid to secrete more thyroxine, or the adrenals to pump more adrenaline into the bloodstream. You can trigger your subconscious mind with reactions that will regulate your body's organs and their functioning perfectly. The Emile Coué school of thought achieved this through autosuggestion. Hypnotists achieve control of the body through hypnotism. You may use self-hypnotism to do the same thing for yourself, which is what a lot of this is, by the way. You can use keywords that will reach into your subconscious mind and cause it to send out healing currents to your body's billions of cells. I have some thoughts about this, which I'll get to later. You can use this telecosmic programming to go back into the genetic programming of your body cells to tell you the secret chemistry that keeps your body healthy or makes it sick. How to use telecosmic power to give you perfect health. 1. First, it is necessary that you break down the old negative subconscious programming which creates sickness. Use the keywords I dissolve with the following telecosmograms, which should be imprinted on your subconscious mind by reading them at least 5 to 10 times. Your subconscious mind is instantly programmed with the telecosmograms you flash to it, and it never forgets them. All you need to do is to remember the simple keywords I dissolve and others which I shall give for healing the body, and the entire mechanism of your subconscious will be instantly set into motion to do the natural healing action without any effort on your part. You must always remember that your subconscious mind wants you to be healthy, to live long, to enjoy life, for only through you can it exist. If you die, so does the subconscious. This telecosmic twin of yours is prejudiced in favor of health, not sickness. It favors life, not death. It enjoys it when you are vital, young, and expressing life to the fullest. The subconscious suffers much abuse at the hand of its twin. It takes this punishment because the conscious you, who is in control, gives it commands to be sick, to suffer, to be in pain, to commit slow suicide by ingesting wrong foods and poisons. You must reverse this negative programming before you are sick, and then repeat the telecosmograms through the key words every day of your life to remain healthy, strong, and vital. It's interesting now in the book, he's saying key words instead of telecosmograph, which is much easier to say. To use this telecosmogram to dissolve negative subconscious programming. I dissolve. I recognize that my subconscious mind is filled with many negative forces from the past. I here and now dissolve all these negative programmings that I have intentionally or accidentally given to my higher mind. I dissolve the negative thought that it is natural to be sick, in pain, or to grow old prematurely. I dissolve the negative programming of fear, worry, hate, resentment, frustration, guilt, and other negative emotions that create the climate within my body for germs, infections, colds, arthritis, high blood pressure, allergies, and other forms of illness. 2. After you have cleared your subconscious mind of all former negative programming of sickness, age, and other elements, you are ready to begin the process of rebuilding your body, giving it the power to resist the invasion of germs and the breakdown of its organs. For this purpose, use the keywords I heal with the following telecosmograms. I heal. I realize that health is a natural state and that sickness is unnatural. I now realize the healing power of my higher mind to bring me perfect health. This subconscious mind, which built my body in my mother's womb in 9 months' time, knows the secrets of chemistry, of healing, and of restoring my body's organs to perfect functioning. I now program my subconscious mind with the desire to be healed of all malfunctioning of my body organs of every kind. It will once again establish the glandular balance with the proper secretions that my body requires to keep me perfectly healthy. I now direct my higher mind to send instant telepathic communication to every cell of my brain and body with the message of healing, which I now invoke. I direct my subconscious mind to choose the right foods, the balanced diet that will give my body perfect nourishment and keep it healthy and filled with life energy. I direct the life force of magnetism, electricity, and other invisible forces to flow throughout my brain and body, establishing order and harmony in my body cells and giving me vitality and energy. I control the automatic functions of my body through my subconscious mind. My heart now beats at a normal rate of approximately 72 beats per minute. My body temperature remains normal. My blood pressure now maintains itself at what is its normal rate for my age and weight. How a man with high blood pressure used telecosmic power to lower it. A 55-year-old man came into our work in New York City who weighed 235 pounds and had a blood pressure that was perpetually in the 200 beats per minute area. He had tried every form of dieting and medication for his condition, but after a short time, he went right back to his old former habits, and up would go his weight and his blood pressure. In desperation, he decided to try using telecosmic power to signal his subconscious mind to stop his appetite for rich foods, which caused him to keep his excess weight. The doctors had told him that was one cause of his high blood pressure. Another cause, they told him, was his frustrations in his work and at home, where he had to contend with a wife who constantly nagged him and was unsympathetic to his condition, often calling him a pig when he indulged his excessive appetite. Wow. This man used the I dissolve keywords for a period of 1 week to try and rid his subconscious of the guilts, fears, and frustrations he had accumulated over the years. Then, for 3 successive weeks, he intoned the I heal, I direct, and I control keywords with the appropriate telecosmograms. He noticed a change in his eating habits almost immediately. After 3 days of using the keywords I control, he found, when it came to dessert time, that he had a full feeling and did not crave the sweets and starches that he had formerly required to round out each meal. It took this man 3 months to get rid of his excess pounds, that's fast, and once again establish normal functioning of his metabolism. But at the end of that period, he had lost 60 pounds and was down to the weight which was normal for his age and height. 3. To keep up this programming you have established for good health, youth, and vitality, use the keywords I maintain with the following telecosmograms every day of your life. I maintain. My body is now under the direct control of my subconscious mind and functions perfectly in every way. I now maintain this level of energy, health, and vitality at all times. I maintain the state of mind that is positive, peaceful, and optimistic. I allow no one and nothing to disturb my inner tranquility. 4. No matter how correctly programmed you may be, there may sometimes be a temporary indisposition, a mild headache, an ache or a pain you cannot account for, a tendency to eat too heartily, or to pick up a cold virus from some source. For after all, your body is human and subject to these normal aberrations at times. At such times, you can help remove the pain or temporary disturbance by using the keywords I remove with the following telecosmograms. I remove. Any temporary pain or localized negative condition that afflicts my body is now under the direct control of my subconscious mind. I ask that it remove such temporary conditions instantly, removing me of pain, discomfort, or ill effects. A woman came to our lectures in New York City who had severe migraine headaches that had persisted for many years. She had seen every known type of doctor, including chiropractors and herb specialists, but had no positive result. During one of my lectures, she was in severe pain and thought she might have to leave the hall. Then, when I went into the meditation, which was a form of mental programming for the subconscious mind, this woman's headache suddenly left her. When she came back the next week, she told me triumphantly that she had not had one single recurrence of her migraine headache in that time. Now, months later, this woman is the most cheerful, happy, and healthy person you could imagine. Some deep-rooted cause of her headaches had been forever dispelled by telecosmic power. 5. If you are troubled by the belief in age and are limiting yourself in your life's perfect functioning because you think you're old, you can help rejuvenate yourself remarkably by using the keywords I rejuvenate with the following telecosmograms. I rejuvenate. My body is subject to a higher spiritual law than the passage of man-made time. I now function under the workings of a cosmic time clock that sets my spiritual age by standards of spirit rather than body. As spring comes eternally to the earth after the barrenness of winter, so too the soul knows only the springtime of eternal life and never feels the chilling blasts of winter. I am now rejuvenated and reinvigorated by the flow of cosmic life energy, which bathes my cells in the alkalinity of youth and life and perpetual energy. Whenever you feel fatigue due to what we call old age, retire for a few moments into the inner self and say the keywords, I rejuvenate 7 times. Let's just do it. I rejuvenate, I rejuvenate, I rejuvenate, I rejuvenate, I rejuvenate, I rejuvenate, I rejuvenate. This will in turn trigger the energy-giving telecosmogram for youth and vitality. A woman who was in her late 70s came into our work and told me she lived in a home for retired citizens, most of whom were in their 70s and 80s. She was extremely depressed as she saw the decrepitude which most of these people showed, and it affected her. She thought of nothing but dying. I think that's the point of those places. I gave this woman a completely new programming subconsciously, making her realize that it was natural to grow old, but it was not natural to be decrepit. I urged her daughter to take her out of the home for retired people and let her assume a useful function in her life, taking care of her 3 young grandchildren. This woman kept using the I rejuvenate telecosmograms while actively engaged helping rear her daughter's 3 beautiful children. She suddenly blossomed with new youth and energy, doing the cooking, house cleaning, and babysitting with greater zest for living than ever before. Yeah, she became chief bottle washer. I love it. So this is the end of this chapter, but I want to mention, Norvell mentions Emile Coué, and I want to just mention here and state out loud his famous affirmation, which is, every day and every way I'm getting better and better. I also like this practice and tell my clients that in the morning when I'm doing my personal work, which is this kind of stuff, I actually think about my body and I just tell my body, like, I love you. I love this body. I love all of you cells. I love you. I send them love, based on Dr. Emoto's work, etc. I love this body. I love walking around and moving around in it. And I say, cells, by all means, be healthy and tell me what you want and need from me to be healthy. So I want to just suggest that as an addition to this delightful little chapter. So we have one more chapter to go, chapter 14. Love you guys very much. I will talk to you soon.